How to add a digital product listing on Etsy. Hi there, welcome to Tech Tricks tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can add a digital product to sell on Etsy. This is a step-by-step beginner guide for everyone to follow easily. If you find this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And now let's get right into it. So the very first thing that we are going to do is that we are going to simply go to our Etsy Shop Manager page. So in here, you can actually see a panel in the left-hand side, and there, just simply click on Listings. So here in the Listings section, you can actually see Add a Listing in the upper right-hand corner. By the way, guys, one good to know information when you create a listing in Etsy is that every listing actually costs $0.20. So it actually would subtract onto your account once you have created a listing. Now, here are the sections of your listing: About, Price and Inventory, Variation, Details, Shipping, and Settings. Let's start off with the About section. In the About section, you just need to tell the world all about your item and why they love it. So this includes the title of your Etsy listings. So include keywords that buyers would use to search for this item. Say for example, you would like to actually sell Midjourney avatars. And then you can have 50 pieces or like bulk images of this one and one free video. Okay, now here in under photos and videos, what you're going to do is that you're gonna add all the photos and videos that you would want to add onto your listing. So here, say for example, I'm gonna have this one right here and another one.
Pride.
Okay. Now, we could also add a sample of the photo or like the generation that we have created from like Midjourney, say for instance. I actually created a video, however, the video is too large for Etsy to be added onto. Next is that we are going to add a description. So make your first line count because the first few lines is actually what the buyers will see the first time they see your listing. So in here, you just need to briefly describe your listing. So yeah, I'm just gonna simply add my description. You could also use ChatGPT in order for it to be easier on your end to generate like description or like, you know, a good information about your listing basically. So you just need to be wise, and you could also save time by using ChatGPT. Okay. Now here you could also like add personalization. So this collect personalized information for this listing basically. And then you just need to add like instruction for your buyers. By the way, guys, one thing that you need to remember is that the character limit for buyer response is just 256. Okay, or you could actually increase that until 1024 as well. Also for the instructions, basically it just needs to be direct to the point, and also like you cannot give a very descriptive or a very long instruction for the buyers for their personalization instructions. So you need to make it count as well. What I did as well for this section is that I actually generated words from ChatGPT again in order for it to be easier on my end to create the listing, and also for me to create like a direct to the point instruction for the buyers. And then enable the make personalization optional for the buyer. Next is the price and inventory. So basically, you can enable the domestic and global pricing. So say for example, I'm locally here in the Philippines, and this would be my price in the Philippines, and everywhere else in the world would be like a higher price, for example. The quantity would be like 50, and then you could also add variations in this section. So first, you just need to input the details. So the specifications of your item, whether or not it's a physical item or a digital. So we're focusing more on digital products. So let's hit on digital files and then just choose from the three who made it. Is it you, a member of your shop, or another company or person? Now, next is what is the product? Is it a finished product or a supplier tool to make things? So there, we're gonna have like a finished product basically. And then choose when it was made in the drop down section. And then let's have made to order. If you have production partners, you can also select your production partners. And let's apply. Now under category, you just need to choose the appropriate category for your listing. So say for example, let's take a look at avatar. So for the avatar, it does not work. So let's try to see AI. Now for AI, the best one that we have here is digital. Okay, and then hit on done afterwards. Now you could also add like some attributes, secondary color, width, height, and whatnot onto your listing. Basically, this is very good, especially if you do have like physical items. So yeah. But the more information that you add onto your listing, the better, because at least it shows transparency on your end to your customers as well. Okay. Now here you can add up to 13 tags to help search for your listing. So it would be easier for your customers to search, like for example, if they're searching for like AI generated bulk images and whatnot, then they can, add it into their tag section. As well as for the materials, um, buyers value transparency, so tell them what's used to make your item. Basically, since we're more of like the digital, maybe we can add like Midjourney and the likes onto that section. Right there. For the tags, add one tag at a time. This was actually one of my mistakes when I was creating this listing, because in my experience with Redbubble, which is actually like a e-commerce platform like Etsy as well, we actually create tags and separate it using commas. So I actually tried to do that using Etsy. However, that is not how it works in Etsy. We're just gonna click on the add button and basically add the next tag that you would want right there. All right. Once you have successfully done this portion, then what you can do next is proceed to the next part, which is our shipping details. Okay, there for the materials, we can actually skip that portion, or let's add Midjourney right there. Okay, now for shipping, what you can see is that buyers will not get a shipping option basically. And there for the settings, in returns and exchanges, so no returns or exchanges changes in this portion, because buyers will not be able to get a physical item basically. You could also use shop sections to organize your products into groups shoppers explore. And if you want to feature this listing, enable it. And for the renewal option, you just need to choose whether you want to have the automatic or the manual. For the automatic, it usually deducts automatically from the card. And then for the manual, you need to input or manually, you know, um, pay for it. Again, each listing costs $20 onto the Etsy listing page and click on publish after done. And basically, that's how we can upload or add a digital product on Etsy. I hope that you have learned something in today's video, and thank you so much for watching.